Hey folks, Mike Gray here, and what I wanted to do today is, you can see we're out on location in Braes Heights. We're going to talk a little bit about the changes to the floodplain. Braes Heights was one of the areas that was just hammered by the flood by Hurricane Harvey. And we want to talk a little bit about the changes that are going to be made. The City of Houston has changed the ordinance, and now you're going to be required to build 2 feet above the 500-year floodplain. So with me I have Benjamin Levine of Stone Acorn Builders, who's going to get a little bit of perspective about what that's going to change. So Benjamin, thanks for coming out.
Sure, absolutely.
So the new 500-year, talk to me a little bit about what we had before and what this is going to be when this comes into effect, because you said it's going to be September 1st that permits starting or moving forward are going to be under this, correct?
Correct. So back in 2001, Tropical Storm Allison, FEMA revised the flood maps. So in the past 10 years, we were required to build at least to this point, but we would typically, as an industry standard, would be a foot above the 100-year mark.
Okay.
And so most elevated homes you see that are new construction in the past 10 years are at the finished floor, your tile, your hardwoods, or carpet is at this mark.
Okay. So that seems pretty high, because here's the mark for where Harvey came in this area.
Exactly.
So we're considerably above that.
Right. So on this particular lot that we're standing on, had we constructed our home based on the current flood maps, and Harvey had come, Harvey would be here where you see this blue mark.
Yep.
And the finished floor of the home would be here, obviously over a foot away, 18 inches away.
So they're in good shape.
Plenty of room for water and margin for error. Okay.
So now with the new law that's coming into effect for permits after September 1st, what are we looking at?
So it's pretty extreme. Here's the 500-year flood mark. Here's the 100, and this is where we do our finished floor today. So 500-year mark.
Wow.
We're gonna be 2 feet above that. So I'm gonna reach up here, but it's right below this western sign.
So this is where the floor is now gonna be of this house.
Exactly. Your finished floor will be right here.
Wow.
So taller than I am.
So here's Hurricane Harvey. Here's where the new home is going to have to be built.
Correct.
So I'm assuming that's going to change. That's going to add cost, exponential cost.
Absolutely. Yeah. It'll be a higher labor, but higher material costs. I mean, anytime you go higher, it just requires more material, more labor.
Right.
More steel, more concrete, that sort of thing.
So this is going to be for new construction homes. If someone wants to add on to a home, it would be for anything that's being permitted. Is that correct?
Correct. Anything new in the City of Houston after September 1st would have to abide by this ordinance to be this high.
Wow.
So yeah, it would change the look of some neighborhoods for sure.
Definitely change the look. So if you're considering building, doing add-ons to your home, anything like that, keep this in perspective, because it's in effect now, but anything permitted after September 1st is going to have to abide by this. So if you're building a new home, this is where it's going to be. And you mentioned earlier that this is the difference in 500 and 100 year here, but that changes for different areas. So it's not always this extreme.
Correct. So yeah, we'll go with some other parts. We may go west of here, getting closer to Bel Air, let's say, for example. And there are parts of Bel Air where there's only a foot in between. So the 100-year mark is here, and the 500-year mark is only a foot away. So
right.
It just depends on the topography of your property as it relates to the 500-year mark and the 100-year mark. Got it.
So there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, give us a call. You can look Benjamin up at Stone Acorn Builders. Is that correct?
Okay.
Just fantastic custom builder. So see you again next, or in a couple weeks really. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to answer them.